Grumpy old man.
Hi, welcome to Grumpy Old Man Talking About. Today we're going to talk about Jean-Luc Ponty. You know, the French guy, I presume. But as I am not immediately taken from the beginning, let's say that, I didn't know Ponty. You introduced me to Jean-Luc Ponty. You knew him 2 days longer than me, so maybe you...
Yeah, really? After yeah, but it's possible. Running to the shop, you...
Buying everything. So I'll let you take the lead. I don't think I have enormously much to say. We can, of course, repeat what we already told in another episode. Maybe we should do that because there are now people watching this who didn't watch the other episodes.
Yeah,
So,
we talked about the 2 albums. We come to that. But okay. Jean-Luc Ponty, he was, of course, from French. He's a French guy, very musical trained. First in a school, later he went on to play in a French orchestra, and then he went on to play, more in the jazz rock direction, with even Zappa. I got from my dear friend Robert a long list with Zappa albums. He played with my Vishnu Orchestra, Chick Corea. He even made an album with Stephen Grappelli, that French violin player. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about his, let's say, 74, 84 period where he made these beautiful albums. And I told it earlier, I was walking in the shop and the guy from the shop, he played it. I was stopping in my tracks, had a listen, fell in love with this. I didn't even know at that time which genre it was. Later I discovered, oh, this is jazz rock or symphonic jazz rock. What was your first encounter with jazz rock? Do you know that? Yeah. Billy Cobham?
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Spectrum, but that was because of Tommy Bolin. Tommy Bolin was in Deep Purple, so there was a connection. Yeah.
Anyway, a lot of people ask, not a lot. People ask me, because I was a drummer, why do you like the violin so much? Well, it's not that I'm addicted to violin.
Not?
But no, but this is more about his songwriting craft in the jazz rock genre. All those great musicians who played along on this album, all in favor of the song. It never gets like freaky or jamming. It's always with the song in the mind. This was the first album. It's my favorite record. We have also an episode made of our favorite number, but next week it can be different. But for me, this stays solid on one, and then after that I can change for a favorite record. So Taste for Passion, it's called. It's with Alan Zavoyd on keyboards, Jamie Glazer. This was a guitar player who was introduced by Ponty by Steve Smith from Journey.
Oh, right.
So it was, he came in the band, I think, after Holsworth left, but that's for later. Ralph Armstrong, great bass player, and one of my favorite drummers, Casey Sherrill. So 2 songs, Stay With Me, beautiful guitar sound. It's dreamy, great bass all the time, all those funky notes in between the basic bass part, and a beautiful guitar violin melody. Then you have the song Dreamy Eyes with a beautiful fretless bass, and Taste for Passion with a great double kick from Casey Shurrell. And a guitar solo, I can really, difficult solo, but I can sing it along. So, yeah, and that was also in the time that I learned to play drums. We talked about it, that I tried to play what Casey Shurrell played. And you remember we built that, I had built that drum podium, because we saw Herman van Boeien from Vitesse, and he had this
drum stage.
Drum stage. And Herman van Boeien from Vitesse, he had this drum stage. It was so great. His whole drum set was fitting
Inside the flight case.
Inside the flight case.
Enormous flight case.
Yeah. So I was thinking, well, I have to have a drum stage. So I let build like 4 gigantic squares. And then I said to you, okay, now we're gonna take it to the rehearsal space. And then we couldn't get it through the door, you remember, on the stairs?
Yeah. We built these 4-sized, enormous, large wooden crates, or you put it on the side, and then you have the stage, and you could use it as a storage. So we could put the whole drum kit inside it. But it was already really heavy, and if you put all these stands in it, you couldn't carry it. But okay, and we made it in the basement, and so we had to take it out of the basement through the stairs to the first floor, and
it didn't fit.
It didn't fit.
So, but luckily we had another door, and then through the garden. Then at that time I was practicing on a guy. He lived on a canal, on the attic. We were rehearsing. So all the canal houses in Amsterdam have those little wheels where they do all the moving. If you want to move, you have to do it by with a rope and a little wheel upstairs, because all the stairs in those canal houses are very steep and with turns. So we lift them to that. And I remembered in between I did an audition for a hard rock band, The Wild. And I said, no, I want to take my stage. So we, ridiculously, if you are thinking back.
It was
great,
quite a lot of work.
Great time. So, Taste for Passion. So we have that out of the way.
Oh, and I already told it, but I can tell it again. Beach Girl on this album was used by a juggler who did the support act for Asia. There wasn't a band playing a support, there was a juggler, and he used at one of his acts Beach Girl from this album. This was great to hear over a PA.
Yeah. So, right, Taste for Passion. So, live, Jean-Luc Ponty live. We also discussed this one in an episode, great live albums. So I think it's one of the best live jazz rock albums there is. Also with Casey Shurrell, Ralph Armstrong, Alan Savoy, Jamie Glazer, and Jacqueline Levignon on guitar. And of course Jean-Luc Ponty with a great bass solo and some great versions of all the studio songs.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is one of the best live albums. It's beautifully recorded. It sounds great, and the guy can make good songs. It's although there is a lot of soloing, the jazz part, but it is all in good taste, and not really look at me. I can play 1,000 notes in 1 second.
No, that's it. That's it. Yeah, yeah. So then we go to this one, imaginary voyage. Imaginary voyage, like Ponty says. Well, I had to get a bit used to it because it starts with a kind of country feel song. So I was thinking, huh? But then after like 30 seconds, it changes into this beautiful jazz rock album with also Imaginary Voyage, part 1, 2, 3 and 4, which is played on the live album in a great version. This is with, I don't know if it's the first one, I don't think, but anyway, it's with Daryl Sturmer, who later played with Genesis.
Yeah.
Great guitar player. And with Mark Craney, a brilliant session drummer.
Yeah.
Played with...
He had always great drummers.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's...
Yeah, but you had to be a great drummer.
Yeah. That's true.
This kind of music. And but Craney played with Vanelli, maybe.
Gino Vanelli, yeah.
Yeah.
That could be, yeah.
Yeah. And even Jethro Tull.
Jethro Tull,
A,
yeah.
The A album.
Right.
And a lot of other stuff. And and one standout song also, Gardens of Babylon. It's back to the old Jean-Luc Ponty I knew. Easy, smooth jazz rock song. So that's Imaginary Voyage.
Right.
Well, now we come to an album you
now
can
we're
also...
Talking.
Now we're talking. Take it away.
Right. Enigmatic Ocean, yeah. Well, it's a great album because... No, not because. It's a great album. Point. No? Point. No, I don't, exclamation point.
Yes.
Whatever. It's with Steve Smith that he plays great. And Alan Holsworth. And if you stick around long enough, you will see we will do a couple of episodes about Holsworth, because there's enormous demand. The man had an enormous amount of material he played on, but this is one of those albums he played on in between bands. And there is one track, Enigmatic Ocean, and I think Enigmatic Ocean Part 2, to be precise, is where everybody takes a solo, and there they go in the, what I just said, let's try to go as fast as possible. And then you have Ponty, and then Daryl Sturmer does a solo, and then the keyboard guy, Savot, does his solo, and then Holsworth comes in, and instead of playing very fast, which he can do, of course, he just plays, I think, 4 notes. And those 4 notes, very slow, really can bring me to tears, because it's so well played. It's so exactly the right moment to do that.
You don't expect it,
No.
because it's almost an epic thing for us. But of course, they change with the solo. So his first 3 times he's going as fast as the other. But then the last part, you think, well, now he's gonna really take off, and then he does that really slow to close the solo piece. And Ponty knew Holsworth through Tony Williams. He heard him play. So he got a number from Tony Williams. He called Holsworth. He was this album is recorded in Los Angeles, so he was in Los Angeles, Jean-Luc Ponty, and he called Holsworth, who was in London. So he said, "Can you come over? I've got really 2 tracks. I'd like you to play on it." So Holsworth said, "Okay." jumped in the plane. Ponty, had written all the parts out. Then Holsworth came there and he said, "I can't read."
Yeah.
And Ponty said, he was shocked. He said, "You can't read?" No, he can't read a note. So then Ponty thought, well, so you don't have to be like technical, educated for playing this kind of music. It can also be inside of you, or inside of Holsworth. So he was really not normal. He also played one live show with Ponty, and then he left after that live show.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Yeah, no, I read it somewhere. And so there maybe has to be somebody who has a tape on the attic, and please bring it out, because wow, man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
great.
he did one show.
Well, what I find so incredibly good is that Holsworth's tone is, his guitar tone is violin-like.
Yeah.
And when sometimes the violin and the guitars blend together, it's almost like one instrument. It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
This is one of the best albums ever, I may say.
Nou.
I think it's real. Oh,
Best jazz rock album ever. Yeah, it is.
I didn't read it.
No, you have those beautiful songs. Marriage, what is also on the live album. Enigmatic Ocean, of course, with the beautiful unisono parts for violin, guitar, and that turns into this crazy, speedy jazz rock song with a crazy rhythm from Steve Smith on the right cymbal. Also, Daryl Stuermer plays a great solo, especially the closing part. Holsworth playing a beautiful, slow melody. I think that was what we were talking about. And what I also like so much is the Enigmatic Ocean song, and then especially part 3, because that is so groovy with Ralph Armstrong and Steve Smith. They're playing so laid back, and it's one of the grooviest solos I'm hearing from Holsworth. And also you can hear what a great drummer Steve Smith is. He plays a roll, then he goes from his snare to his tom and back to his snare. And that's so difficult, and that you can hear on 2 minutes 12. It's a bit hidden, but there you can hear it. And then you have the song Struggle of the Turtle to the Sea, starting beautiful, slow, and then part 3, it's a great bass solo. So, great. Then we go to Civilized Evil. It's an album from 1980. So I'm not talking about the normal standard order, but I'm shifting a bit because I'm more in the mood of shifting. So here you hear that he's really starting to change. It's more compact songs. Sound a bit more modern, but it's equally great. And like the first song already, you have this beautiful melody and those chord changes. It transposes, and the melody transposes with it. That's so great. And the most beautiful song is Once a Blue Planet. That's more, like only with acoustic guitar, piano and violin, and it's such a beautiful song. I think that's why he is so good, because he's changing so much between nostalgic and euphoric solos and virtuosity. So, but that's a real slow song with no drums, and I just love it. So we
the only track I come up is Happy Robots, but
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how it
No,
went.
but that's exactly the song where you hear. It's funny that you mentioned that song, but that's really the song where you hear he's changed a bit to a more modern sound with that song especially.
It's
It's also a different lineup, of course.
oh yeah. It's Jacques Guanliano,
No, that's
Chris Ryan on keyboards, Randy Jackson on bass.
yeah.
He later on went to Journey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that the guy we
We?
saw? No,
I haven't.
no.
No, Journey. I haven't.
Nee, no Journey.
Oh, sorry.
With El Di Meola?
Oh, with Ellie Miola.
Or was that Ralph Armstrong? No, Randy Jackson. Didn't he? Did we
No,
make an episode about?
No, that's the other guy who's sitting down.
Yeah.
That's not Randy Jackson.
Okay. No. But what is that? Jesus.
Yeah.
We made the episode
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. I know.
Passing on
Yeah. Yes, I know. And Mark Rainey.
Anthony Jackson.
Anthony Jackson.
Anthony
Right.
Jackson. There we are.
Jackson and Jackson.
Jesus. Okay.
Thank God
So
it wasn't Michael.
no. So now we're ending part 1.
Yes, ending part 1. Because we're going to do another episode talking about the rest of this pile.
Yes.
And then we hope to see you then again. But first we're going to show the covers of this episode.
Yes.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
In the next episode.
Doei.
Have to change clothes.
Have to change pants.
It was wonderful. Bravo.
I loved that.
Yeah, it was great.
It was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good.
It could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
We're doomed.
We're dead already.